everybody. Welcome, everybody. We're going to sign Senate Bill 21-156, and I want to thank Senator Garcia, Representative Mullica. We're also joined by Lieutenant Governor Diane Primavera. We all know what 911 is. I hope you do. It means that when there's an emergency, you dial 911. And this bill creates a nurse triage program at 911, which supports the use of a targeted medical response to better protect people and keep them healthy. And this bill has a great coalition. You see some of the folks standing here who worked on it. We're really proud of the innovative partnership program that Representative Mullica and President Garcia put forward in Colorado Department of Public Safety, Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Management. So many really work together to make sure that we have a strong nurse triage process as part of 911. I'll turn it over to Lieutenant Governor Diane Primavera, who's joined us and has a few words to say about the bill.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here. When someone calls 911, they do so with many feelings, including fear, anxiety, and concern. So while these callers might require an ambulance or a trip to the emergency room, they might require less intensive intervention also. So in these cases, it can be a practical choice to divert these calls to nurses who can provide medical assistance, preventing unnecessary medical intervention and expense. As we know, nurses are talented, knowledgeable, experienced, and compassionate, and my daughter is actually a nurse who does nurse triage. This pilot program will allow Colorado to consider opportunities to provide better care and service to those in need while optimizing our healthcare systems. So I want to thank the sponsors also for their hard work on this. Having been a legislator, I know how hard you work, so I appreciate your dedication in getting Coloradoans the help that they need at the right time and when they need it. So thank you.
And Representative Mullica.
Thank you, Governor Polis. I can't help but your dog over there was looking for some belly
She wanted
scratch.
a belly scratch. You're welcome to scratch.
No, thank you, Governor Polis, for being here and signing this bill today. And thank you to President Garcia for leading the way and Lieutenant Governor. This bill is going to be a bill that saves money for the people of Colorado and for our patients. Working in the ER, we are quickly seeing the ER being utilized for things that it shouldn't be utilized for. And really what we wanted to do with this bill is to make sure that we got back to what the ER is meant to, making sure that we got resources to our patients. And that's what this bill is all about. It's going to be a pilot project, and we've seen how this program has saved money in other states, and we believe it's going to save money and provide resources in this state. And so we're really excited to bring it and excited to see this bill signed today, so thank you.
Well, let's make it official. The law of Colorado, the final step in the process. Ready? And it's officially the law of the state of Colorado. Congratulations, Representative Mullica. And what's your name, young lady? Gabriella. Have you ever had a pen that was used to make a bill before? There you go. What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, thank you. Next bill. Hello, Representative Escar. Next bill is the nurse's special license plate, which is very exciting. I mean, it's no Pueblo chili license plate, but, you know, it's something. And we all know that Colorado nurses have really stepped up so much during the crisis and during the active phase. Even I think you were saying you're a retired nurse and you came out to help with the vaccination clinics, and in the surge days people were working double shifts without the PPE they needed. It was really a remarkable time. Now, Coloradans will have another opportunity to support nurses. This bill offers the opportunity to request the special license plate. And the donation is to the Stephen Marcello Scholarship Fund for nurses. I want to thank Representative Escar, Representative Mullica. I want to thank Senator Moreno. We also have Councilwoman Jennifer Allen Thomas with us. And I'll turn it over to Diane Primavera, Lieutenant Governor.
Thanks. Well, good morning again, everybody. As we all know, Colorado nurses have endured monumental challenges over the past year. And through this pandemic, they've been the first line of defense, the last ones to go home, and continue to selflessly serve our urban and rural communities as we work to recover our well-being and our livelihoods. So as Lieutenant Governor and the Director of, the Office of Saving People Money on Healthcare, I've seen every day the vital role that nurses play in keeping costs down for Coloradoans to receive life-saving physical and mental health care services. As I mentioned earlier, I'm also the proud mother of a nurse, and I'm also a cancer survivor. And I've experienced the dedicated care of nurses numerous times in my life. I always compare getting a cancer diagnosis to someone coming in and knocking Humpty Dumpty off the shelf, and the nurses are the ones that come in and put Humpty Dumpty back together again. At least they did for me. So the bottom line is that nurses save lives, and their incredible work deserves recognition that goes well beyond our words. So that's why I'm so proud that today we're signing House Bill 21-1219, which gives back to our healthcare heroes who have sacrificed so much for Colorado with special nurses license plate. And I'm sure my daughter will have one of those. So any Coloradoan can apply for a Colorado nurse's license plate if the required taxes and fees are provided. For every donation made, the Stephen T. Marcello Scholarship Foundation will use a portion of the funds to provide scholarships to nurses from underrepresented communities, which is so important. So I also want to thank the sponsors who worked tirelessly to get this bill across the finish line, our healthcare advocates, the nurses, community stakeholders, and the leadership at the Stephen T. Marcello Scholarship Foundation for the partnership. So now I'm happy to turn it over to Representative Mollica.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Governor, and we're going to hear from Majority Leader Escar here in a second for the work that she's done. As an ER nurse, I've lived this experience this last year, being on the front lines of this pandemic, and so is Majority Leader Escar with her wife. And this is a small token of gratitude and appreciation that I think that we can show our nurses. A lot of work has gone into this. Councilwoman Alan Thomas put a lot of work into this, and I want to make sure that we publicly acknowledge that and make sure that we show her appreciation for the work that she's put in. But I think the most important is I want to make sure that the nurses of Colorado realize how much we appreciate the work that they've done and all the efforts that they've put in this year. And so, and we have another bill sponsor coming in now who's put in a lot of work, Senator Butler. So thank you.
Great. Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you so much, Governor. I don't want to repeat much of what folks have already said, but I think that this license plate is long overdue, and the pandemic really just kind of highlighted exactly how much every single day we depend on the nurses across the state to keep our families well and to keep us really moving forward. The work that nurses do on a daily basis many times gets kind of overlooked, and they don't often get the recognition that they absolutely deserve. And it's also recognition that I know they don't do the work for. They do the work because they truly believe in the work. And when I called Representative Mollica this summer and said, I was just chatting with my wife about how can we really honor those nurses that are really in the thick of this every single day during the COVID pandemic. I know a license plate doesn't sound like much, but it is recognition. And to see these plates throughout the state of Colorado, I think we're going to do just amazing things for really recognizing the work that they do every single day, not just during the pandemic. And I'm excited that we were able to tie it to such a significant scholarship program to make sure that we are filling that pipeline, to make sure new folks are coming in, underrepresented communities are coming in to fill these positions, because there's no job like a nurse's job. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate all the nurses out there and hope that this license plate shows a little bit of that gratitude.
Great. And we're joined by Senator Buckner.
Yes, thank you. Sorry I'm late, but the highway had an accident today. This is my first license plate bill in the 6 years I've been at the state capitol as a legislator, and I am absolutely thrilled. This is the perfect year to recognize nurses because of the pandemic. But even outside the pandemic, we know how important our nurses are. They are selfless. We could not manage without our amazing nurses. And the fact that someone very special, Jennifer Thomas Allen, is a sorority sister of mine, and she is the one who collected the signatures for this important bill. So I am super excited that I am the co-prime sponsor on this important bill, and I'm glad I'm here before you actually sign the bill, Governor.
Just in time. And,
Thank you.
And we signed the bill yesterday to fix the roads, so we should get that done.
Yeah, I didn't want to say too much,
Yeah.
but boy, those doggone roads.
Yeah. We also want to thank Senator Dominic Moreno, who's hard at work as we
Yes,
speak,
yes.
Joint Budget Committee.
He just sent me a text, and he's really sorry he couldn't be here.
And It's officially the law of Colorado. Congratulations. Here you are. There you are,
Thank
Senator.
you.
And here's one for you as well.
Yes.
Dominic said to give you